So I'm kind of bit free. I'm going to do my AI rendering allocated to me today. But before I do that, I might show some of these cheap $10 knives I bought off AliExpress. Um, so all three of these, and this one Topi, TUPI, and this sucker is from, you can see the name here, I guess. Was it Zhao Feng? So, what might be kind of special about these knives, whether it's true or not, they claim, as this is M390, M390, VG10, VG10, and they're all about like $10. So, there you go, $10. Knife, no lock, you know. So they probably save the money on the mechanism and all that shit. But I'm going to show you these knives are super sharp out of the factory, and of course whether they're not whether they are those steels or not is really up to you to decide or test. I'm not testing it because I'm just buying it for fun and keeping it as a display piece. Here's Topi. See some manufacturing defects, but it has a they like to use these thing, and they're all from the same OEM probably, so I guess that's the case. So how sharp are they? So I'm not gonna hold the blade hard, right? I'm just gonna hold the blade like this, and I'm gonna try to cut the paper using the paper pressure to push against the blade. So I'm not holding the blade, fingers out. It is extremely sharp, and since I don't know if there really is M390 steel, I'll just clean it off the oil. Try not to get my finger in front of the edge because, as you can see, practically no pressure, it cuts. So just actually everything's clear. Same with this one. Another type, gentleman style blade. It is like so. Fan blowing behind me because it's a warm morning. I think it's about 30 degrees. Who knows? Oh, it's getting close to that. So I'll try. Put up the blade. Make sure my fingers are not in the way. Put the blade on the paper. Super sharp. So that's the M390 blades. And remember, they're only like 10 USD. On Malaysian ringgit, it will be just below 50. Where did I put the other one? Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right, let's just put it to the side here. And this is the VG10 steel from Zhao Feng. Buddy there. Another piece of another edge of the paper. Same thing. Just put it on the edge. You see. And just to show you the state of the paper. There are no tears. It's a clean cut edge. So they're not tearing paper. And the last one. Now, last one's going to be a bit difficult because it is actually a very light knife. And hard to clean this thing because it's got a texture on the surface of the blade. Nice snap. This is a Damascus style VG10. So basically they have I don't know, you can see it, but I'll bring it up. You see this coloration here in the middle? This is the VG10 steel, and the outer layers, the top and bottom ones, are actually Damascus steel. So they've kind of like sandwiched it in between. So It's you can call it laminated maybe, I don't know, but there you go. So UG10. I'll try see if we can do the weight thing on it, but I'm gonna cut on a different side. But I don't know if I can. I'm gonna have to hold it really like so. Yeah, I can cut. Except for here, which there was a bit of grabbing. It's all clean cut down there. The issue with this one, and I noticed that's why I won't buy this type anymore, is that the Damascus actually adds a lot of friction to a smooth, clean cut. So when you do get those blades with the we got a stone wash and sand thing or whatever, there is going to be a little bit of friction. Even if you don't notice it on wood and all that stuff, you won't notice it. But like on fine paper grain, you will notice there is a resistance as the blade rubs against the split paper going down. So, but yeah, it is pretty thing. So you just hold it normally and cut. It is easy to cut through. Out of all these blades, I think this is the most inferior in terms of design, I guess, and sharpness. Even though it's a thinner blade, you can hear there is some resistance in the cut when I push through. Whereas this VG10, if I push through, I'll find a place where I can push through. You don't hear that tearing sound. So, despite it being actually a thicker blade, right? It has a better grind, I guess. But actually, in my opinion, I really blame the Damascus patterning here that's creating a lot of friction. Because you can take this suckers and then I have to clean them again because I'm touching them with my fingers. See what a nice sound that makes going through, despite having that kind of a wiggly thing there. In my opinion, right, I think it's also laminated. You can't see from the top here, right? But I think it is laminated because why would you have this design unless you laminate it? Well, of course they could have polished it out, you know, like a wobble with the polishing. So they sat and polished this edge here. That has this effect. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know really the process. It could be just one complete piece of M390 steel. It could be powder steel, but who knows? But you can hear so smooth. So anyway, if you're looking for some really cheap, sharp knives to fuck around with, Topi makes some good ones. Make sure you check the description. That it says. It's not going to say it on the title, but if you look at the images they provide at the bottom of the sales thread, you know, the expanded images, they will actually state what steel each one is made of, along with the other specs like dimensions and stuff. Always check that because that will be the actual steel they'll sell you, not whatever it says on the title. The title can say whatever it wants, but whatever is written on that spec sheet is exactly what you're getting. And then this guy is pretty good too, Zalfing. This is the only one I bought from them because now I'm testing a lot of other stuff, but this guy is also pretty good. And maybe avoid this unless you're giving it to a friend. Maybe they cut up some fruits or whatever of it. It's a small camping task, but of course, always be good, be kind, and warn them about exactly how sharp the blade is. I see I need to put my finger on top of the edge of it, you know, so they don't split the damn thumbs open, so the forefingers opens and bleed all over the place. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Cheap blades from AliExpress, $10 and below.